Let's come over. Steven's here already. Jackson's here saying LFGM. Saying hi to everybody. Who else was here? Bud was here saying hello, PAS. Let's go, Mets. We need a win tonight. Malone was here saying good evening, all. $1 million question will send good through 5 with a lead. Raymond saying good evening, John and all. Let's go, Mets. Stephen D is here saying hi, everyone. So let's make sure we're good to go. Ernesto is here saying good evening, all. Let's go, Mets. Let's make sure we are good to go on all the sides. Kurt's here. What's up, Kurt? Kurt's saying LFGM. So last game here of this series, and the Mets will start a 3-game set against Seattle. Friday night, tomorrow night at 7, Saturday at 4, and Sunday at 7. Sunday's game is the Little League World Series game. PR is here. Hey, John, and to everyone here, let's go Mets. What happened yesterday was needed for them. No, it wasn't. It was not needed. This team's struggling over the last 2.5 months. It's time to wake up. Kurt waving hi. What's up, Kurt? Oh, you thought Jonathan fell asleep? And he thought we won by that score at first. Nope. Nope. Peterson absolutely imploded in the 4th inning. Walked 5 batters. They all scored. A little pregame stuff. I did have it playing on the playback side here. The Mets did a little ceremony for Pete Alonso. Gave him a nice. It's not a paint. It's not really a painting. But it's baseballs. It's all baseballs. It's artwork. And it's shaped like Alonso with 253. And one of the local Ford companies gave Pete Alonso a new truck. But let's come in. Let's look at some of the other games going on tonight. I believe the Phillies are starting a 4-game set with the Nationals? Damn, I missed the ceremony, says Jonathan. I'm sure they'll have it either on their X account or on their YouTube channel. Yeah, the Phillies. Oh, let's come over here. Scores. No, it was just Pete and the Cohens and Howie Rose. I don't know. Maybe it would have been more people yesterday. But with the rain delay and stuff, I think things got all messed up. Marlins and Guardians tied up at 3. That game early on. Phillies and Nats no score in the second. Tigers and Twins at 7:40. Diamondbacks and Rockies at 8:40. The Orioles beat the Mariners and the Blue Jays beat the Cubs. Once again, welcome in everybody. Senga on the mound tonight. The Met defense. Oh, I have it all messed up. Nope, I don't have the defense either. Let me look here. It's going to be Lindor at short, Soto in right, Nimmo in left, Alonso at first, McNeil at second, Mullins in center, Mauricio will DH, Beatty at third, and Terren's doing the catching. I have it all messed up on my end. by the players. I can tell who's doing what. At first, I thought he was just going to send a text based on the team's performance. No, they did play a video. They played about a 2-minute video, and he did the Strawberry did the voiceover. So it was cool. This is my last faith in Senga. If he goes more than 4 innings, I'll give some respect. There you go. Oh, I wonder if we got some NFL action tonight, too. I know it's only preseason, but we'll keep an eye on it. Preseason action, I'll be doing the Bengals. Who was it? Bengals and somebody on Monday night. No Thursday night games this week. That's odd. Bengals and Commanders on Monday night will be live for us since there's no Met game. If Senga falls like the rest, you'll never hear the end of it from me. Jets and Giants play tomorrow night at 7, or Saturday night at 7. I'll probably watch it. I probably won't stream it because the Mets game will just be getting over. Oh, our buddy Dr. Delay's doing something. What's he got tonight? Oh, he's doing the same game. Well, I guess I should have put my phone on the charger at 8%, huh? Still waiting for first pitch here. Hi, Gina. Thank you for the kind words on your message before, Gina. Appreciate that. Greetings, Mr. John and Mrs. PAS. Gina says, always great to be here with all the PAS Nation. Senga, set, ready to go here. Profar will lead it off. Someone on CP's pregame posted Senga equals gimmick. Well, gimmick, no. Just not pitching well. I think he's throwing the forkball too much, honestly. And a ground ball. McNeil's got it. Over to Pete, one away. That forkball is supposed to be his out pitch, not 30% of the time pitch. So 1 out. I don't even have Senga stats. Rookie mistakes tonight. Down low, 1-0. Agree, John. Too much of the fork. They pick up on it, and yeah, it's supposed to be his finishing pitch. Exactly. The 0-1. Or the 1-1. In for a strike. Excuse me, 1-1. Welcome in once again, everybody. On your way in, make sure you smash that thumbs up for us. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. The 2-1. Senga deals. There's a strike, 2-2. Gina. By reading Gina's other messages, I believe she's got a new phone now. I did not watch it, Jonathan. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Fastball up high. On YouTube, you can click save to watch later, and I got it. I got it in my pile of. It's in my saved list to watch later. Frank T is here. What up, Frankie? Nicotine. Swung on a miss. 0-1. Sean M is here saying good evening, Mr. John, Gina, Mrs. PAS. Mets 12-2. Senga 8K 6 innings. Let's go, Sean. Down low, 1-1. Elgood's here. What's up, Elgood? And that one ripped out the right center. And that'll get down. Mullins over to cut it off to keep it to a single. That'll bring up Ozuna. Elgood says, hopefully tonight's the night the Mets get it together. Yeah. We better hope. We thought that the other night with the big win, right? The Mets last night, after Alonso got thrown out at the plate, the Mets never seemed to recover from that. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Right? No worries, Jonathan. Understandable. I know everybody can't be here all the time. But thanks for going back and listening. Up high, 1-2, excuse me. Frank says the Mets played like a team, only to fizzle as a team, right? Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. Come on, Senga, you just got off to a good start. June 13th is when Senga got hurt, and they haven't been the same since. Maybe the tide will turn tonight. Down low, 3-2. Come on, dude, you had him 0-2. Wasting pitches. You need to go 6 innings tonight, Senga. Another Met pitcher that gets the first 2 out and can't get out of an inning. And a chopper foul. We'll do it again. And fouled straight back. Still 3-2. Senga up to... Oh, they're not showing me the pitch count here. 17 pitches. 17 pitches and still throwing. Ozuna will call timeout here. The 3-2. And popped up. Foul ground. Alonso will make the catch. Top of the first is over. Mets coming to bat. Oh, yeah. Foul 3. So good stuff there. The 2-out single does not hurt. For the Mets tonight, it'll be Lindor leading it off. Soto will bat second. Nimmo third. Alonso fourth. McNeil fifth. Mullins sixth. Mauricio DHing, batting seventh. Beatty eighth. And Terrens will bat ninth. Stanley's here saying good evening, John. Mrs. PAS in the chat. Let's go, Mets. Frank says, who's joining me on a smoke? Jonathan says he's joining Frank. Hey, Jacob's over there. What's up, Jacob? Saying, how are you? I'm good. El Good as well, joining in. Manny's back saying, hi, everyone. Oh, crap. We better do better. I don't know what to say. None of us know what to say is the problem, right? Oh, your Yankees are off tonight. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Maybe you get to hang out here all night. And we'll keep an eye on that Phillies score as well. It's between me and the Little League Baseball World Series. So I used to watch that all the time. But yeah, since doing YouTube, I don't watch much TV anymore. Jonathan, that's an old rule, bud. August 15th means nothing anymore. Up high, 2-0. In for a strike, 2-1. Stanley says, I'm looking forward to McLean starting Saturday. Yes, me too. And chops foul, 2-2. Because they probably don't remember that the rule got changed like 2 years ago. It was the rule for forever. And a ground ball to second. Albie just got it over to first, one away. Since he's off today. A player now has to be on the team for 160 days for it to start for it to start counting. And Soto drops a bunt, but it's foul. 0-1. Don't like that. Soto took the Met lead in home runs again at 29. Alonso's one behind him at 28. And a ground ball base hit up through the middle. I wasn't sure if Albies was going to get there. Frank says to tap that like plus subscribe button. Do they have pitch count limitations? No, I don't think they would. I don't think so, because they're not coming back from injury. I could be wrong. From what I've read, though, I thought the August 15th thing is no longer. MLB August 15th. Minor league call-ups. And that one ripped, base hit in the right field by Nimmo. Soto goes to second. He's on his way to third. And it's runners on the corners for Alonso. Okay, what the August 15th date is, it allows the player to keep their rookie status for next season. That's it. Not contracts. Just they still qualify as a rookie next season. Maybe that's why they keep talking about it. Oh, here we go. In a ground ball to third. They go to second for one. over the first, easy double play. 5-4-3. We go to the second, no score. There's a little bit more information here, so we'll look at that here. Frank says, I did say Soto 40 homers and Pete 48. Yeah, Jacob, that was the next thing I was going to say. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. What's up, Joe? Welcome back. No, because you're right, Jonathan. Because all the sports talk guys keep saying August 15th. That's why. So let's see here. Jacob does say it, but allows to potentially get a draft pick. Yeah. Let's see here. It's the day when teams can bring up top prospects without affecting their rookie status for the following season. This also allows clubs to evaluate players, potentially earning an extra draft pick if the player performs well in their first 3 seasons. Allows to call up prospects and have them play in the majors without having their rookie eligibility reset. Right. It has nothing to do with the contract. The contract thing is 160 days. So, like, this season would have counted if they would have brought him up in April or beginning of May. Jacob says Phillies up 1-0 versus Washington. Outside 1-0 from Senga. Frank going with 27 subs tonight. Fouled off, 1-1. That's foul. Foul tipped at the plate, 1-2. That's silly if Stearns was thinking that based on that. Yeah, but welcome in, everybody. Make sure you smash them thumbs up for us. Carla says 30. And that one ripped out to right. That'll fall in for a base hit. A leadoff single by Harris. That'll bring up Albies. It fouled off 0-1. Stanley says, hopefully Senga can pitch 6 solid. Hope so. We need a pitcher. Peterson is the only guy that's been getting 6 innings, and he imploded last night in the 4th. The 0-1. The Terrence. No, he's safe. And he was safe. So a stolen base there. But look at him. Look how he was almost halfway there before the pitch. Like, come on. Down low, 2-1. And Terrence still made it close. Fouled off, 2-2. No, he would safe. To 2-2. Popped foul. Yeah, Ronnie wants to get out there and toss a couple of outs. Ronnie, we got people in the chat that think you're ready to go out there and throw some pitches.
Yeah, they're adrenaline junkies.
Easy. Easy. The 2-2. Swung on a miss to the ball in the dirt, one away. Second strikeout from Senga. Oh, I don't know. He's in the bullpen now, so I don't care if he piggybacks him or not. He's officially been moved to the bullpen. Everybody good on the playback side? You guys all got the game? That's a weird angle there with the reflection. And a chopper foul, 1-1. No, Jacob, we have a 1-game lead over Cincinnati. They don't play today, so if we lose, we're a half game up. On the outside corner, 1-2. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts from Senga. That's 3 tonight. Runner on second and 2 down now for Alvarez Jr. Nacho Alvarez Jr. Gilbs will be the bat boy. There's a strike, 0-1. Oh, and 1 to count. Senga up to 33 pitches here in the second. Too many. And that one out the center. Mullins before the track. And he'll make the catch. A leadoff single and a stolen base is stranded at second. We go bottom 2, still scoreless. No NFL tonight. But welcome into everybody on the vertical side. We got 19 people watching over there this evening. On the big side, we have 88 people watching. Welcome in. The Mets coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. McNeil, Mullins, and Mauricio. Knocker says they'd better do something. This is supposed to be a Met summer. Elgood says I'll be listening for a little bit. Got to take the dogs out. I don't think Caps is here, Jonathan. Tony says hi. What's up, Tony? I have not seen Caps yet. Oh, wait, do I have all chat on? Yeah, yep, all chat. All chat, yep. No worries. I still got to see if he wants to join the Fantasy Football League. I still need 3 teams. Uh-oh. I thought I lost SNY there for a second. And popped foul, 1-1. The 1-1. That's a strike. 1-2. The 1-2. And that one golfed out the center. Before the track went away. Harris is out there in center field. A bunt, foul. I think they need to stick with the lineup a little more. It seems like these young guys get hot, then they sit for 3 or 4 days. That's why they should have made some trades to get rid of some of these guys. Swung on a miss, 0-2. No, I'm trying to keep people on the channel, Jonathan. The 0-2. To bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Dead weight has to go. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. He always talks about food. Fouled off, still 2-2. Gina says, I have a good feeling tonight. Popped up. It'll go out of play. Still 2-2. The 2-2. Bounce in the dirt. 3-2. These guys talking about people that are afraid of flying. So what? Gina says, new phone, new me, Mr. John. Called strike 3. Looks at the pitch on the inside corner. We're up to 100 in the chat. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. And fouled off 0-1 to Mauricio. Oh my goodness, Keith. There's a strike. 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on a miss. The Mets go down 1-2-3. We go to the third. Still scoreless. 9-1-2 for the Braves coming up. Allen, Profar, and Olsen. I wonder who's streaming tonight. I know Dr. Delay is. Keith's going off on catchers, right? Like, dude, if you want to complain, become a coach. The Nats have tied the game against the Phillies. 1-1 there in the bottom of the fourth. Marlins and Guardians still tied at 3 in the fourth. Tigers and Twins are underway. And D-backs and Rockies tonight at 8:40. So we're an hour away from that one. Over 100 people here tonight, but chat's kind of quiet. But also not much going on yet tonight with the game. All right, Senga starts the inning at 34 pitches. See if he can have a quick inning here. Jonathan says, who's your hitting coach next season? You're thinking Murphy? I'm thinking JD Martinez. One of those two guys, sign me up. The first pitch to Allen. Down low, 1-0. No, why would it be the Soto curse when he's been our best offensive player? Between getting on base and hitting home runs. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. That's a 2-1. Up high, 3-1. I felt something down at my feet here. Swung on a miss. That would have been ball 4. No, I think he was like a 260. I think Chavez was like a 260 career hitter. The only change is Soto. That tells me you know nothing about the Mets. So you're telling me the only difference this year between the Mets of last year and the Mets of this year is Soto? And that one popped up shallow right. And McNeil will give way to Soto. 1 away. That tells me you do not know anything about the Mets. Kite says, sorry I'm late. I stayed up till absurd hours watching highlights from last year. For curveball for a strike, going 1. Inside, 1-1. You know the Mets suck this year, but right now they would win the 3rd wild card spot. What did they do last year? Oh, the 3rd wild card spot. What? YouTube needs to put a thing on where people have to pay to chat. Called strike 3. Got him looking. 2 away. 4th strikeout for Senga. I get to work this morning, and the first 3 hours of work sucked. Can anybody tell me why? Before I tell you why. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. Yeah, SNY, what's up tonight? And that one grounded. Base hit between first and second. A 2-out single. My goodness, SNY, come on. No, because you have to deal with people. No, that makes the day going by fast dealing with people. Because it was slow? No. I'll tell you. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins, before the track, will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. We go bottom 3, still scoreless. For the first 3 hours of my workday today, I thought it was Friday. Oh, man. What a long week. Uh-oh. Ernesto says, a common sense test is what YouTube needs. So let's take a look at some other games right now. While we wait for this one to start. Or not start, but Marlins have a 4-3 lead over the Guardians. No, Hefner's not that good. The pitching lab is overrated. It worked last year, and everybody hyped it up. If the pitching lab was a real thing, these pitchers this year would be doing what the pitchers last year did. And they're not. Celia's here. What's up, Celia? So nice not to have to watch the Yankees find a way to lose a game today. I hope the Mets get it together. Yeah, the infamous lab, right? Uh-oh. Never good when Mrs. PAS is texting me from the patio. Here's Beatty, and the lines went out to left. Foul. Leo's back saying hello, John and Mets Nation. LFGM, shake that terrible loss off your backs and get the series win tonight. Up high, 1-1. Yeah, Vientos. We haven't seen Vientos in almost a week. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Swung on a miss. 2-2. Jonathan says he still bring Buck back. I would take Buck back. The 2-2. Bounce in the dirt. 3-2. Nice at bat here. Down low, ball 4. That was close. Saw the home plate umpire twitch a little bit. It's a walk. That'll bring up Terrence. In for a strike, 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Terrence. Not sure what the delay is here. Terrence needs to go to the right field side here. Look at that gap between first and second. The 0-1. And a chopper to short. They flipped to second for 1. And a high throw to first, but he stayed on the bag. 6-4-3 double play. The Mets have grounded in the 2 double plays. And we're only 3 innings in. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor here. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. The 2-0 to Lindor. And he drives one out the center. Harris back to the track. He jumps and it's out of here. Lindor gives the Mets a 1-0 lead. Kite says, that's my captain. You can have him as captain. I don't think he's the captain. He's got to completely turn it around again for me to think he's worthy of being captain. Here's Soto. Outside, 1-0. That was Lindor's 22nd home run of the year. And a chopper to short. Allen's got it. Over to first. That'll retire the side, but the Mets get on the board. We go to the 4th. It's 1-0. Doug putting the apple in the chat. There you go. 106 watching, 30 likes. Take a look at the other scores going on. He's got to be the leader of this team at the very least, so I like to put it out in the air that way. You love David Wright. Well, David Wright's retired. We know what usually happens when Lindor homers, right? Actually, I think the Mets have lost 2 straight games. They won like the first 28, and now they've lost 2 in a row, I think. The Phillies have taken a 2-1 lead over the Nats. That game in the bottom of the 5th. Marlins still up 4-3 over the Guardians. Oh, I think our guy play-by-play with JJ is doing the Phillies game tonight. Let me look. Dr. Delay's got 17. Dr. Delay's doing the same game. He's got 17 people watching. Ozuna takes a strike, 0-1. And fouled off, 0-2. No, that's it. And I wasn't talking about Wright. Just on this team right now. Oh, that one missed, 1-2. I don't think there is a guy that's on the team that should be named captain right now. Brody's back. What's up, Brody? Welcome back, buddy. Thank you once again so much. The 1-2 from Senga. Up high, 2-2. And that one's inside, 3-2. Luminous says I hit like for Lindor. Let's go. To 3-2. And that one out to shallow center. Mullins on the run. Let's make the sliding catch. 1 away. One out, nobody on here for Harris. He singled and stole a base his first time. Juan Lagares. He was a great center fielder. Down low, 1-1. Doug says Mullins is pretty good on defense. Yes. Swung on a missed, 1-2. One and two the count. Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. And that one popped up. Foul territory, Beatty over, but it'll go out of play. Still 2-2. Charles Adderley is here. What is happening, Charles? Welcome back in, Charles. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 2 away. 5th strikeout for Senga. Yeah, if only Lagares could stay healthy, right? Charles saying to smash them free subs and hit the like. And that one ripped foul, 0-1. Charles says he's great. Let's go, Charles. And that one ripped out to right. Soto back to the wall. And it's out of here. Albies ties the game with a 2-out home run. That ball just kept carrying. I did not think he got it. Even Soto running back to get it. I thought Soto was going to make the catch on the track. And it just kept going. Swung on a miss, 0-1. So we're tied up at 1 here. That one lined out to left. Nimmo's there, though. That'll retire the side. But the Braves tie it up on the solo shot. We go bottom 4. Still, it's 1-1, excuse me. Jonathan says, damn, I missed the home run. You missed both home runs then. Celia says, yep, how did that get out? That looked like a fly ball to me off the bat. Yeah. I don't mind. Darren says, I don't mind a bases empty home run as long as he's not walking batters. Frank says, escape the dangerous 4th inning. Good call. For the Mets coming up, it'll be Nimmo, Alonso, and McNeil. That works. Wait till you see, guys. Make sure you stay tuned to the community tab. Tonight, after the game, I'm going to post the one meme that Mrs. PAS just sent me. I'm trying to do serious business here. Yo, Darnell, what's up? Well, they're not in Atlanta, Leo. They're in Queens. Darnell says, was at the game yesterday. That was tough to watch. In for a strike, 1-1. You had fun nonetheless. Very nice. Darnell, very cool. In for a strike, 1-2. Nimmo singled his first time up, but was stranded at first. Oh no, it was raised on the double play. My bad. The 1-2. And popped up. Foul territory. And SNY's not showing it. I guess it goes foul. Rory's here. Swung on a miss to the ball down low. Man. Oh, that's Nimmo. 1 away. That'll bring up Alonso. Grounded into a double play his first time. Rory says, hey, John and Mets family. Let's go, Mets. Let's get this win. Fans of the Green Bay Packers is back saying, let's go, Mets. And I have to start waking up the bats tonight. And Alonso fouls one off down the right field side, 0-1. Where's Elder at here in the fourth inning? Only at 44 pitches. So the Mets not making Elder work at all. That one missed. I think if the catcher would have caught that, that would have been a strike. Yeah, Elder's not really good, but he's decent. Pete, I think he went. Did he go? No, they're not going to check. 2-1. Work the pitcher, please, says Frank. Right? And chops foul. 2-2. The 2-2. Chops foul. We'll do it again. Down low, 3-2. Mets need some to just get them fired up in the dugout on offense. No. The last few games they've had a couple 5-run leads and a 6-run lead. So no. Swung on a miss, struck him out, 2 away. That'll bring up McNeil. He flew out to center his first time. They've been working pitchers. Carrasco had 40 pitches in the first inning yesterday. The guy in the first game threw a ton of pitches. But once again, they're not hitting with people on base. The 1-0. And that one ripped out to right, but right at Brujan, who'll make the catch. The Mets go 1-2-3. We go to the 5th. Tied up at 1. Let's come over and look. Alright, nothing going on in the chat. Jonathan says, thanks again for looking. Yeah, because I wasn't 100% sure either, because everybody kept talking about it. So I'm like, and when I say everybody, I'm like all the news people, all the sports radio guys. So I'm like, well, maybe I read it wrong, but no. John can't be wrong. Oh, she can't hear. You don't think the sandal celebration is working too good? Some of you come up with the strangest things to complain about. Senga, we're touching rare ground here in the 5th inning. Starting the inning at 64 pitches for Senga, so. Hey, Jay Horowitz. Thank you, Charles, for posting the channel rules. I'll put those on the screen here. Guys, make sure you read them. Make sure you follow them. Or the sheriffs in the chat with the wrenches will take care of it. In for a strike, 0-1. D-0-1. And that one hit out to right. Soto. 1 away. In for a strike, 0-1. Also, Charles says, additionally, no exceptions, no profanity. Be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge the argument, not the person. In for a strike, quickly ahead 0-2. D-0-2. Swung on a miss, struck him out. 6 strikeouts for Senga. Back to the top of the lineup with Profar, who's 0-2 with a ground out and a strikeout. But I want to know right now with the SNY talking about the ghost forkball. But swung on a miss, 0-1. I want to know how many what percentage he's throwing it tonight. Because I don't think he's throwing it as much as he usually does. Beanie Baby's back. Thank you, Beanie Baby, for the jewels. Jonathan with the ghosts in the chat. The 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Four and 2/3 is the longest outing by a Met starter in 8 days. I mean, come on. The 0-2. Bounce in the dirt, 1-2. Jonathan says, see, I told you. Rare territory. And that one ripped. Foul. That would have been extra bases if it was fair. Every night is base. Come on. Gary beat me to it. Every night is baseball night in New York. Beanie says he liked the stream. Thank you so much. The 1-2. And that one hit to McNeil at second. Over to first. Senga's through 5 at 74 pitches, so a decent pitch count. We're halfway through, tied up at 1. It'll be Mullins, Mauricio, and Beatty coming up. See, you can't toss a choice in that bat. Let's check in on play-by-play with JJ. He's got the Phillies coverage tonight. JJ, almost like us, he's at 6,825 subscribers. He's got the Phillies are up 2-1 over there. Let's give him a thumbs up. The Guardians have come back and taken a 5-4 lead over the Marlins. Raymond says, let's get some runs. Let's go. Once again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We go live for every Mets game. We'll mix in some other games as well. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing the Phillies and Nationals game early because the Mets don't play until late. And then we'll do the Mets-Mariners game on Sunday night. Stephen Pryor's here saying just got in. Let's go Mets. Hi, everybody. Welcome back, Stephen. Outside, want to know? Elder starting the inning at 52 pitches, so the Mets need to do a little bit better job of making them work here. The 1-0. And that hit out the center. Harris is there, though. Only has to make a couple steps to his right and 1 away. 5 straight Mets have been retired since the Lindor homer. Kodai Senga so far, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. Here's Mauricio. He struck out his first time. And backing out on that pitch, and it's a strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Yeah, gave up 5 runs over 6 innings his last time he pitched, and the Mets have 1 home run, and fouled off. Senga gets 12 Ks. I don't think so. He's not going to last that long. He's at 6 now. Unless he strikes out the next 6 batters, I don't think he's getting it. The 0-2 outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on a miss, 2 away. That's 5 strikeouts for Elder. Beatty walked his first time. Fouled off. Exactly, William. Pitching and hitting never in sync. Yep. Getting good pitching tonight, and the offense doesn't show up. Up high, did he go? No, 1-1. They scored 19 runs in the first 2 games, and they have 1 here tonight. Outside corner 1 and 2. The 1-2 to Beatty. Up high 2 and 2. And a chopper. Elder puts his glove up and makes the play. Flips it to first. That'll retire the side. Elder's retired 7 straight. We go to the 6th. Still tied up at 1. It'll be Olson, Baldwin, and Azuna coming up. That's 2, 3, and 4 in the Atlanta lineup. I saw my buddy Ray today, who sometimes shows up in the chat. I asked him where he's been. He's the one that kept calling Cunha Scuba. So we're up to 7168 on the sub count. That's 5 so far tonight. Welcome into the new subscribers. Yeah, really surprised that the chat's so quiet tonight. We got the same amount of people here as normal. Everybody's still in shell shock from that 9-run inning for Atlanta yesterday. Senga back out on the mound here, starting his 6th inning. Down low, 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on a missed, 1-1. One and one to count. Sengadil's down low, 2-1. Should the Mets extend Alonso? Not in the season, no. Not in season, no. They should not. The 2-2. Sengadil's inside, 3-2. Frank says he was working in Hackensack, kind of out of it, and that one fouled off. Still 3-2. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Olson. Second time he's been on base tonight. That'll bring up Baldwin, who's 1 for 2 with single and a fly out. The first pitch. And a ground ball to McNeil. He goes to second for 1, and that'll be all they get. But got the lead runner. Good job there by McNeil. Hey, there, look, you talk about him and he shows up. Just dropping in to say, hi, John. I'm in bed. Got to go to New York early. Ray, it was good seeing you today, brother. Thanks for stopping in. And ripped foul, 1-1. You were surprised with the Blackburn outing. He did good. He did good. Unfortunately, he did give up the 2-run home run, but he went 5 innings, only gave up the 2 runs. The 1-1. Swung on him, missed 1-2. When life challenges you, it's not trying to break you, it's trying to reveal your inner strength, says Charles. The 1-2 to Ozuna. Up high, 2-2. He said Casper. The 2-2. And he did throw the forkball and it's fouled off. Charles says, feel inspired to join in the chat. You're welcome to do so at any time. Express yourself respectfully. The 2-2. The 2-2 from Senga. He deals. Swung on him, missed. He struck him out. 2 away. 7th strikeout for Senga. Paul's here. Hey, John, only the Mets could end up losing 6-0 lead to a pitcher named Bummer. Very nice. Sharon says, been watching, scared to say anything after last night. Maybe that's what it is, Sharon, because we have the same number of people watching. No, it's not, Frank. He's up to 90 pitches. Down low, 1-0. Two out, a runner on first here for Harris. Down low, 2-0. We've gained 5 new subs so far tonight. Welcome into the new subscribers. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. Celia says that that is what it is. I'm trying not to jinx something, so I'm staying quiet. Right? The 3-1. And a ground ball, base hit in the center field. Baldwin will go to third. Good job by Mullins to toss it in the second to keep the runner at first. Mendoza making the move. Wow, I'm shocked. I am shocked. Senga getting a nice ovation as he comes off the mound. Luminous says, yup, what Celia said. That's all right. Bottom of the seventh there in Washington. Phillies up 2-1. But the Nats have the bases loaded and nobody out. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm watching. I got JJ's stream up. He's got over 400 in his chat right now. Tonight when we end, we're going to redirect over to Rising Rhino. He's got some CFL action tonight. Here comes the Braves. Yup. Good job, Senga. Nope, gotcha. Need the grimace spirit. What we needed from Senga, he has to be our ace, and now Mendoza. Eeks. He's starting to lose it a little bit, so I have no problem with taking him out here. I have no problem with taking him out there. Blue Beetle's back saying Senga was cooking tonight. Harris just kills the Mets. Hopefully Rogers ends the inning. Yeah. Yep, hopefully, because it doesn't look like the offense has got it tonight. Rogers, the submarine pitcher. The first pitch. Swung on a miss, 2-1. Frank says, there goes my dollar and dream. Yeah, it was just up to too many pitches. The 0-1. Rogers deals. And that one lined out to left. Nimmo, and he's got to play it on a hop. And the Braves take a 2-1 lead and still batting. I'm trying to look at Nimmo playing this ball here. I just don't think it was hit hard enough for him to get to it. And a weak chopper in front of the plate. Terens jumps on it down to first, and that'll retire the side. But the Braves can take the lead on the Albee single. It's 2-1. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Mets coming up. Down a run. Arthur's here saying, hey, John, good outing by Senga, but no chance for the win. Nope. Why? Let me know in the chat who's blaming that run on Mendoza. There's a lot of things to blame Mendoza for this year. That run right there is not one of them. You're blaming Mendoza too? Okay. Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Why not pause now and give it a thumbs up? Yeah, let's go look, see how many likes we're up to. We are up to 48 likes tonight. Let's go. Darren says could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Hey, the other team gets paid too. Okay. I'm sure Kodai's blaming Mendoza. Okay. And if he would have left Senga in to face Albies again, who already hit a home run against him tonight, and he would have given up a 3-run home run, you all would be blaming Mendoza the other way. Oh, he should have taken him out. Terrenz will lead it off in first try, Cohen 1. Dio 1. Foul tipped, 0-2. Dio 2. And a ground ball down to third. Alvarez has got it over to first, one away. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. Lindor hit the home run to put the Mets on the board. Jake says, to be honest, I think Mendoza did the right thing. You could tell Senga was kind of losing it a little. The first pitch, and that one blooped out to left, and that'll get in for a base hit. Lindor's 2 for 3 with a single and a home run now. That'll bring up Soto, who's 1 for 2. Lindor takes off to throw to second, is in the center field. Lindor will get up and go to third. So it's a stolen base, and then he goes to third. 19th stolen base, and the Mets have a runner on third with 1 out. Dan saying hi. Welcome in, Dan. Infield is playing in. Good heads up running, says Charles. Yep. We have a disengagement here. Not sure if Soto called time or if the pitcher stepped off. The 1-0. Down low, 2-0. Darren's hoping for at least a sac fly. "35 straight stolen bases, the Mets as a team. Down outside, 3-0. Stephen D says, I was just going to say steal base or something, and Lindor did. Yep. Come on, Soto, says Raymond. Oh, we gained another sub. Let's go. That's 6 tonight. Welcome in. Let us know if you're a fan of one of these two teams. The 3-0. Outside, ball 4. But that'll bring up Nimmo. Let's see if Soto steals the bag here. Max says, hey, John. What's up, Max? Welcome back in. Nimmo, who's been absolutely struggling over the last few weeks, still batting .252. 20 homers, 66 runs batted in on the year. Mets down a run with runners on the corners and one out here. Nimmo, first pitch swinging out to left. It'll be caught. The throw to the plate is not time. And the Mets have tied it up. A sacrifice fly for Nimmo. Soto stayed at first. Yes, the Mets first base coach is their running coach. The throw was cut off at third, so I still don't think they would have had him. Here's Alonso. Pickoff throw, not in time. Steven. Frank says, let's go. Steven says, we do not respect our elder. Very nice. The first pitch to Pete. Soto goes, and that one grounded foul, 0-1. Raymond says, drive one here, Pete. Why should he be the hitting coach? I'm coming up with a baseball IQ test before you guys are allowed to chat. Down low, 1-1. Crowd is still out here chanting Pete Alonso. I'd like 2 runs here. Loving it. Let's go, Pete. Polar Bear. The chosen one. Up and in, 2-1. Yeah. That was a joke. Soto goes. Alonso swings and misses. Stolen base. It's a new franchise record, 36 consecutive stolen bases. Well, if you tell a joke in chat form, put LOL after it, please. Because what here tells you that's a joke? Please tell me. The 2-2 to Pete. Oh, Elder steps off. Gina says, let's go, Polar Bear. For life says, go team. Go team. The 2-2 to Pete. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. If Pete can keep the inning going, McNeil is on deck. The 3-2. And Alonso, base hit up the middle. Soto rounds third. He'll score easily. And the Mets take a 3-2 lead. 99 RBIs for the Polar Bear. Look at the screen. It tells you what color the teams are wearing. LFGM. Yes, says Ernesto. Pete. Caps is here saying, let's go. Dunk. Thank you for subscribing long enough to be blocked from the channel. You come in here, show your immaturity. You don't need to be here. So thank you for subscribing long enough to chat. But bye-bye. That's good baseball. Frank says I'm smoking, but LFGM. Here's McNeil with a runner on first now. I better not see Stanek anywhere near this game, says Darren. That down low, 1-0. Max, you already said hi, dude. The 1-0 to McNeil. And it pulled. And Albies makes a diving stop, gets to his feet, and got him. That'll end the inning, but the Mets score 2. We head to the 7th. It's 3-2. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Braves coming up. Your subscriber number is lucky, Mr. John. 7171. Oh, and it changed. Let's go. 7172. That's 9. 9 tonight. I have a black and white TV. Steven. Kevin Santana is the most recent subscriber. Our guy Gritty throwing you some popcorn there. Oh, and it just dropped 2 spots. Not cool. Billy Mack is back saying, let's go Mets. Blue Beetle says, Pete, this month has been fire. Your support on the PAS network is greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed. Silent listeners and viewers included. Glad to see Senga not give up runs after runs tonight. It was also nice to see him not walk in it. Oh no, he walked one batter. But that batter did not score, so. Darren says, great response to falling behind. Yep. And for a strike, Roger's still on the mound here. Nacho Alvarez will lead it off. In for a strike, 0-2. MLB baseball action, says Charles, Thursday night edition. Live streaming now on the PAS network. Tap that like and subscribe button, says Frank. Cap says a little late tonight, had a fantasy draft going on. Caps, I need you to come over to the playback side for a minute. If you can. And that one popped up. McNeil. In comes Mullins, who'll make the catch, 1 away. Yes, yes. Cap. In for a strike, 0-1. Slice down to first. Pete flips it to Rogers. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. 2 out, nobody on here for Profar. On the outside corner, 0-1. Charles says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. One of my favorite quotes from Charles right there. Fouled off, 0-2. Hold on, stay there, Caps. There's the link to join, Caps, if you don't mind. And a chopper to third. Beatty barehands it, fires across the wide throw. A 2-out single. Frank with the thumbs up. Billy Mack says, how you doing, John? I'm good, Billy Mack. We got a good game tonight. LFGM. Huh? Yeah, agree with Gary. Surprised we're not seeing Brooks Raley here. Rogers still on the mound here. 2 out. Facing Olsen, the big lefty. Outside, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. A foul tipped at the plate, 1-2. Got a piece of Terrence. Home plate umpire going to walk a new ball out to the mound here. Give Terrence a couple minutes to recoup. The 1-2. Rogers deals. Fouled off. We'll do it again. They're in the top of the 9th there in Washington. Nats still with a 3-2 lead. The 1-2 from Rogers. And that one hit out to center. Mullins barely has to move. Couple steps in now. That'll retire the side. Stand up and stretch, everyone. Yeah, yeah, let's go. Is that you, Caps? One, two, three, four. Oh, I thought we only needed three more. We still need three. Hold on. Oh, that's why. Gotcha. Hold on. 4 and 8. Assign. Eight. There we go. Okay. We only need two more. Okay, good. Mullins will lead it off, and he hits one out the center. Not deep. One away. Elder still on the mound here for the Braves. Good. Now I just need to find two more. But I wanted to make sure you and Jonathan were in, so before I opened it up to others. Outside 1-0 to Mauricio. Elder's still on the mound here. Absolutely, buddy. Thanks for joining. Did you guys see? I know this isn't Mets related. Did you guys see the Angels swept the season series from the Dodgers? All 6 games? And Mauricio pops it up. Shallow right field. Albies. Now he'll make the catch. 2 away. Here's Beatty. Fouled off. Swung on a miss. 0-1. Jake says, yeah, that was a shocker to me. The Dodgers are absolutely falling apart right now. Yep. DO1. Swung on a miss. 0-2. DO2. Swung on a miss. I think it would have been called a strike either way. Only a 6-pitch inning from Elder. Helsley coming in for the Mets. We go to the 8th inning. Still 3-2. Cap says, well, I have a Phillies, Mets, Tigers, D-backs parlay going on. Not looking good. The Phillies do have a runner on third, but with the 2 outs there in the 9th. Checking my messages here, guys. This game is flying by. It's only 9 o'clock. Yep, Helsley will be the new pitcher here. Yo, I just blinked and the inning is over. Yup. Any word on who the Mets are DFAing yet? Not yet. Charles says, for the best in sports talk with great play-by-play and outstanding contents, and informative commentary with lively chat conversation, sub to the PAS network. Came in late. Senga went 5. Senga went 5 in the third. 5 and 2/3. 5 and 2/3. He gave up 2 runs. But at the time he left, the Mets were losing 2-1. So he can't get the he will not get the win. But since the Mets have taken the lead, he can't get the loss either. Outside 1-0. Hell's bells, I love it, says Caps. Charles says it's so great to have you all joining us tonight on the PAS network. Your support is greatly appreciated. There's a strike, 1-1. This includes the silent listeners and viewers. And the Phillies have lost. Let's go. Thank you, Darren. The 1-1. And that one popped up. Nimmo towards the line. In fair territory. 1 away. Helsley throwing 100. Let's go. Diaz starting to get loose out there. Mr. K is here. Come on, Mets. Take this series. Don't screw up. Yep, Gary, thank you. Darren let us know, but thank you for that as well. Let's go, Helsley. Need the game to keep a lead on these Reds. Down low, 1-0. Big win. Big win there for the Nats. The 1-0. Bounce in the dirt, 2-0. One out, 2-0 the count here. Nobody on. There's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. And that one hit out to right. It'll go foul, 2-2. Welcome into the 9 new subscribers so far tonight. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate that. The 2-2. Up high, 3-2. Three and 2 the count. Whoa. Way overthrown. That's ball 4. Come on, Helsley. You can't be walking batters, dude. That puts the tying run at first. The Mets are off on Monday. 3-game set against Washington next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then next weekend down in Atlanta. Yeah, what was that? Right, Caps? Trying to do his Randy Johnson impersonation. Runner on first. I don't like this. I'm not sold on Helsley yet. I don't know about you guys. There's a strike. 0-1. 102. You have to keep an eye on the runner on first. And that one lined out to center. Mullins will not get there. And it rolls all the way. That's going to tie the game. Because these guys don't know how to play defense. He tried going over to catch it instead of playing it off the wall. And it bounced away from him. It's 3-3. A runner on second with one out. And now we know why Mullins is rated so bad defense-wise. Yeah, and that's another thing, money. That's what you get for walking guides, exactly. Yep, Harris again. He's got 3 hits tonight. You're a fastball pitcher, dude. Stop throwing the breaking ball. Why is a guy that can throw 102 and 103 miles an hour throwing breaking stuff? We're tied up at 3 now. Outside 1-0. Well, that's why, because he's not getting the fastball over. And that's driven out to right. Soto. And it's off the base of the wall. The throw goes to second, and the Braves take the lead. Helsley does stink, Buster. I agree. Why is it a bad choice on the base running? They scored a run and the runner went to second. Keith's making no sense in the booth. Easy, Caps. Fouled off 0-1. Still only one out here. Agreed. What a bunch of bums. And that one chopped to first. Pete's got it. We'll take it to the bag himself. 2 away. Albies goes to third, though. There was nothing wrong with this. Soto wasn't getting there, so he played this one well off the wall. And he threw it in the second. I don't know what Keith Hernandez is complaining about. They weren't getting that runner at home. If the ball is hot off the base, off... What, Leo? How am I supposed to know what this means? The Mets make me sad every year, says Dan. Every year, man. Swung on a missed 0-2. We're going on 40 years of this. If the ball is hit off the base of the wall, it should be caught. No, it shouldn't. And that one popped up. This on the infield. And Beatty comes in to make the catch. But the Braves take the lead. It'll be 9-1-2. So freaking sad. Hard to watch anymore. If a baseball hits the base of the wall, it should be caught. No, it shouldn't. Well, Dan, they should be booing. I mean, they went out and got these guys, and Helsley's one of the guys they went out and got, and he stinks. Mitchell says that would be so heartbreaking to lose both these games after having the lead. Yeah, nothing wrong with Soto's one. Mullins, yes. Mullins totally misplayed that ball. But let's see how the Mets respond here. But once again, welcome in, everybody. We got 37 people watching us over on the vertical side. Welcome in. 27 likes over there. If you're on a phone or tablet, just double tap the screen to give us a thumbs up. And 162 on the big side. 61 likes on that side. Welcome in. I believe we're at 11 new subscribers tonight as well. 2 innings to get a run. Let's go, boys. Exactly, Beetle. Get it back and more. Let's go. Michael S. is here. What's up? Welcome back, Michael S. Charles says, whether you are actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. Feel free to join in the chat at any time, respectfully. Let's go, guys, please. Dell saying hi. What's up, Dell? Thank you, as always, Charles, for the kind words. Hello, once again, to the team there with Charles. Thank you for letting Charles be a part of our community. Dosbel Hernandez will be the new pitcher here. Big lefty. Bounced in the dirt, 0-1. Oh, Marte's going to be the pinch hitter here. And Marte pops one up. Allen will make the catch, one away. Back to the top of the lineup with Lindor. He's 2 for 3 tonight. A single, a home run, and a stolen base. 2 runs scored. In for a strike, 0-1. Jeffrey Battle, what's up? Welcome back, Jeffrey. Hey, John, had surgery on my knee. Don't know what hurts more, my knee or the Mets playing. Ground ball. Allen, the throw over to first, not in time. Lindor beat it out. Nice play by Allen, though, in the hole there. It was a rocket off the wall. The walk over the catcher's head was the problem. Yeah, the walk. Got to stop walking, people. It seems when the Mets walk people, they score. Every time. When the Mets batters walk, it doesn't seem like they score. That'll bring up Soto. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Dan says they need to score 2 runs. Well, let's get some Soto pop here. Well, the Mets... Well, who's on the mound here? Now they're saying it's Lee on the mound. And a chopper foul, 0-2. Yeah, he was ahead in the count. Yep. Let's get your head out of your butt. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. And of course, Soto doesn't come through with somebody on base. Am I still here, guys? It says it's trying to reconnect here. Yes, alright. Thank you, Charles. Alright, just making sure, guys. Because the screen, the scoreboard's all messed up. Down low, 1-0. Yeah, see, it's still got Marte up. So I think that's an MLB. Yeah, I think MLB.com is having issues because it says it's trying to update the 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. I'll try to reconnect it here in between innings. The 1-1. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Did he go? No, 2-2. I will refresh it. Rory, man, pay attention to what I'm saying, dude. And a chopper to first. And that'll end the inning. We go to the ninth. Braves with a 4-3 lead. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. We should be good to go. Let me know if you guys can hear me or not. We're back. Okay, good. Swung on a mass 2-1. So sorry about that, everybody. But at least we're back in time. Outside. The 2-1. That one fouled off. 2-2. Oh, that's... McNeil gets the out over there. Sorry about that, everybody on the playback side. Well, that tells me you don't understand betting. If you're still betting on the Mets. Outside. Ooh, called a strike. 0-1. That one hit out to left. And that retires the side. The Mets down a run. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Mullins coming up. While I'm thinking about it, let's set up redirects over to the Rising Rhino. No. No. Mike Green is here. What's up, Mike? Elgood said 0 wins when trailing after 8. Tonight would be a good night to end that. Yup. I wouldn't bet. I would not bet Seattle. Iglesias pitched last night, didn't he? Didn't he pitch last night? Phil's lost. Hit the like button. Yeah. All right, here we go. Pete will lead it off. And first pitch swinging. Down to third. 1 away. That'll bring up McNeil. Welcome in. Moto. Swung on a miss, 0-2. And fouled off, still 1-2. Yeah, first pitch swinging. Why not take a pitch? I agree. DO2. Swung on a miss. 2 away. Mets aren't even putting up a fight here. Yeah, that's all you got to do if you're a reliever. Just throw the fastball. The Mets can't hit a fastball. Here's Mullins in for a strike, 0-1. Thank you all once again so much. We'll be back live again tomorrow night for game 1 of the Mets and Mariners. And Mullins drives it out the center, and the ball game is over. And the Braves come into New York and take 2 out of 3. The Mets only have a half-game lead over the Reds for the last wild card spot. And how much longer before somebody's fired to send a message? And the Braves dancing on our field. One of the worst teams in baseball. Almost last place in our division. Oh well. Now we have to go up against one of the hottest teams in baseball right now with Seattle. But thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I'm not doing Mets post. I'm not redirecting the Mets post game. I'm redirecting over to Rising Rhino. He's got some Canadian Football League action. Tell him PAS sent you over, and we'll see everybody tomorrow night.